Hello and welcome to the Career Development Services online workshop on presentation skills. The aim of this session is to help you improve your presentation skills. There are 3 key points to remember throughout. A good presentation is properly prepared, well practiced, and finally it is well performed. Presentations are often used by your lecturers as a different way of assessing your learning. Once learned, it is a useful communication skill. Presentations become more important as you move into full-time employment, and very often, presentations form a part of the interview process. Remember this golden tip: if you believe in what you're saying, and if you say it with conviction, others will believe it too. Therefore, it is important to prepare, practice, and perform. Let's start with the preparation phase. The first questions that you must ask when preparing are as follows. Who are your audience? What is the purpose of your presentation? Where is it taking place? How much time have you been allocated? What criteria have you been given? What resources should you use? And what visual aids will you be using? Step 1. You must prepare your content in advance. Organize your material and ask yourself if the content is relevant and interesting. Have you included the major and main points? Is the overall structure clear? With regard to structure, a good presentation has a clear introduction, main body, and conclusion or summary. At the beginning, it is important that you introduce yourself and the topic. The main body should be divided into logical sections. Your conclusion or summary should be a brief summation of what you have said to reinforce your points. Finally, you should invite your audience to ask any questions. Slide 8 might provide a useful template when preparing and conducting a presentation, as it will assist you in arranging your thoughts logically. Once your presentation has been drafted, it's a good idea to create cue cards that will assist you in recalling information. Be careful not to include all your notes on cue cards. This should include only brief notes on the key points being made. With regards to visual aids, you must ask yourself what sort of visual aids will be used to add value in a complementary and informative way. The most often used visual aid is PowerPoint. Remember to use a large font size. Avoid more than 6 points per slide. Use color, pictures, and graphs to keep your slides interesting. If you're using handouts, make sure that you're not handing out text-heavy notes. Handouts must be brief and informative. Be sure to refer to specific slides or sections of the handout during your presentation. The work of others must be properly referenced. Use the correct referencing format with the author's name, surname, and year. Be sure to include a reference list at the end. In order to improve your overall delivery, it is important that you are familiar and confident with the content of your presentation. Ask yourself the following questions. If you are presenting as a group, does everyone in the group know what their role is? Are your slides complementing your overall presentation? Are you comfortable with using technology? What backup plan do you have if technology should fail you? Is your presentation properly timed? Have you thought about the types of questions that audience members could ask? When rehearsing your presentation, practice it aloud several times. If you're working in a group, practice together so as to maintain fluidity. Always remember to check your timing and your body language. When rehearsing, ask yourself or your peers if your presentation can be clearly heard. Do you need to raise your voice a little? Are you speaking too fast or too slow? Remember to give the audience a chance to digest the information that you are presenting. Remember to pace yourself as you move through the presentation. Your fluency in the presentation is determined by how familiar you are with the topic. The more you understand the content, the more familiar and fluent you become. Become more comfortable with the technical language of the discipline as well. Use variation in your tone. This will show enthusiasm and not boredom. Your audience will also be engaged for longer. It is important to make and maintain eye contact during presentations. This helps keep the audience engaged as well. Be mindful not to stare at the screen or cue cards for too long. Confidently look around the room and smile whilst presenting. It is important that you consider your body language at all times. A straight, upright posture indicates confidence and allows more throw or projection in your voice. Fidgeting with cue cards and moving around will indicate nervousness. Also, make sure that your gestures talk to your presentation and reinforce what you're saying. In order to manage your nerves and to help you remain calm, focus on your breathing. Breathe in slowly for 5 seconds and breathe out slowly for 5 seconds. Try and keep your breathing steady and calm. If you are confident, it will make you feel more relaxed. Make an effort to relax before the presentation. Arrive early, avoid caffeine, and carry a bottle of water with you. During the presentation, keep a watch close by to check your timing. Use your cue cards and make sure that they correspond with slides. Remind yourself to speak clearly and slowly. Be mindful of your body language and the tone of your voice. At the beginning of your presentation, summarize what you are going to say and in what order. Pace yourself so that you clearly highlight your points across. Remember to pause and give the audience a chance to absorb what is being said. End on a positive and pleasant note and thank your listeners. Remember this well, a presentation is a performance that requires that you act the part of confident presenter. This will put your audience and yourself at ease. Think of yourself as a movie star in character. After the presentation, it is important to reflect on your experience. Ask yourself if the presentation went well. If yes, what evidence do you have in the form of feedback? Reflect on what was good about the presentation and on what you'd like to improve. What aspects of other presentation styles would you like to adopt in the future? Thank you for watching this online workshop from Career Development Services. For more assistance or to book an appointment, please contact me via email on mahadev@ukzn.ac.za. Thank you.